Hello and welcome. I'm a hotel AI expert, and I am absolutely delighted to welcome all students of Europe Hotel School to your online learning journey with us. When you walk into a hotel, what's the first thing that really shapes your feeling about the space? Is it the decor, the scent? Well, what if I told you one of the most powerful, yet almost invisible forces shaping that experience is the light itself? Today, we're going to explore how AI is transforming hotel lighting from just a simple utility into an incredible tool for wellness, aesthetics, and efficiency.
See, this program is all about giving you practical knowledge that aligns with real modern hotel operations. And this technology we're talking about today, it sits right at that perfect intersection of amazing guest experience and smart operational intelligence. It's a fascinating space, and we're here to help you unpack it.
Okay, so here's our game plan. First, we'll uncover why light is really hospitality's hidden secret weapon. Then, we'll get into the big problems with the old-school static way of doing things. After that, we'll introduce the AI-powered solution, look under the hood to see exactly how it works, and finally, we'll wrap up with the triple-win payoff for the guests, the hotel, and the bottom line. Right, so let's start with a bit of a mind shift. For most of history, light in a building was just, well, a switch you flip so you don't bump into things. But what if it could do so much more? In the world of high-end hospitality, that simple light switch is quickly becoming one of the most sophisticated tools we have for shaping how a guest feels from the very moment they walk through the door.
And this quote just nails it. Light is playing this incredible dual role. Yes, it sets the mood, it creates the atmosphere, but behind the scenes, it's also a huge factor in a hotel's energy bill. And, maybe most surprisingly, it's a hidden driver of guest wellness, affecting everything from their energy levels to how well they sleep at night.
So what's so wrong with the way we've always done it? Well, the problem is something called static light. And think about it. The light in most buildings is the exact same harsh, uniform glow at 9 in the morning as it is at 9 at night. And that one simple fact, well, it creates some pretty big problems for both our biology and our budgets.
This slide breaks it down perfectly. Static lighting is basically a blunt instrument. It's one size fits all. It completely ignores the time of day, whether the sun is out, and most importantly, our own biology. A dynamic system, on the other hand, is intelligent. It adapts. It works with the environment and our internal clocks, all while being way more efficient.
And this all comes down to our circadian rhythm, our body's natural 24-hour clock. We are literally programmed to sync up with the sun. Now that constant cool bluish light you get from typical static bulbs, it's basically screaming it's midday at our brains all day long. And as you can imagine, that can seriously mess with a guest's sleep patterns and how they feel.
So you can see the problem. We're fighting biology and we're wasting energy. This is where AI steps in with a truly elegant solution. Instead of working against nature, we can now use artificial intelligence to create lighting that's responsive, smart, and perfectly in sync with us.
And one of the leading technologies making this happen is a system called Lutron Athena. It uses AI to do something remarkable. It creates these dynamic environments by not just controlling the indoor lights, but also automatically managing motorized shades to control the natural daylight coming in. The goal is to harmonize the entire light environment, both inside and out.
But how does an AI actually do this? I mean, what's going on behind the scenes?
Well, it's not just one magic trick. It's actually a few very clever strategies all working together. Let's break down the 3 main layers of this intelligent control.
Okay, the first layer is all about color and mimicking the sun. In the morning, say at 8 a.m., the AI makes the lights a crisp, cool white, just like the morning sun, to help you feel awake and energized. Then, in the afternoon, maybe the sun is too bright. The system automatically adjusts the shades to prevent glare. And as evening approaches, around 9 p.m., it seamlessly shifts to a warm amber glow, almost like a fireplace, signaling to your brain that it's time to relax and wind down.
The second layer is a shockingly simple but brilliant efficiency trick called high-end trimming. The AI just puts a cap on the lights, preventing them from ever going above 80% brightness. Now here's the crazy part. To the human eye, that 20% difference is completely unnoticeable. But it instantly cuts lighting energy costs by a full 20%. It's basically free savings.
And that brings us to the third layer, daylight harvesting. This is so smart. The AI uses sensors to constantly measure how much natural light is in a room. So if a big cloud passes over, the indoor lights instantly brighten, just enough to compensate. If the afternoon sun gets too intense, it dims the lights and might lower the shades to cut that nasty glare on computer screens at the check-in desk. The result is a perfectly consistently lit space, all day long, totally automatically.
So when you put all these layers together, the circadian lighting, the high-end trimming, the daylight harvesting, what's the end result? Well, it's what we call a triple win. It's a set of powerful, interconnected benefits that improve the entire hotel operation.
And this isn't just about one single thing. It's about enhancing the guest's well-being, which is huge. It's about making the hotel itself look better around the clock. And of course, it's about saving a significant amount of money on energy. And what's really cool is how these three benefits all feed into each other. First up, wellness. By dialing down that stimulating blue light in the evening, the system actually helps guests' bodies produce melatonin naturally. What does that mean? It means a better, more restful night's sleep. And all of a sudden, the lights in your hotel room aren't just a utility anymore, they're a world-class health amenity. That's a real game changer.
Next, aesthetics. Think of all the money and effort that goes into hotel design. The architecture, the art, the fabrics. With the AI in control, the hotel is, quite literally, always shown in its best light. It's all perfectly illuminated 24/7 without anyone having to touch a single switch. And finally, the financial impact. This is where it gets really compelling for operators. When you combine all the savings from the trimming, the daylight harvesting, and just smarter usage overall, the total reduction in lighting energy costs can be up to 60%. That's a massive direct boost to the hotel's bottom line.
So the next time you're in a hotel, take a moment to really look at the lights and ask yourself this question. Are they just a simple utility, or are they a world-class health amenity? The answer to that question might just tell you everything you need to know about the future of hospitality. A future where light is no longer an afterthought, but a core part of an experience that makes us feel better and just so happens to be better for the business and for the planet.